NAB is a show that is surrounded by new cameras and lights and microphones and audio. Except you got to pick this stuff up and you got to move it from one place to another, and you just can't handhold a camera. That doesn't make any sense. We got to put it on top of a tripod, and that's where Sachtler comes in. Tobias Kuiten is the global brand manager of Sachtler and petrol bags, and he's here to tell us about some of the new stuff that we've got to hold our cameras upright and keep them from shaking. Tobias, thanks for joining us today.
Hello, Larry. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Well, we are glad to have you back because you guys make good tripods and good camera support gear, and some of the heads that you've got are beautiful. Tell us what the new news is from your point of view.
We are showing first time at NAB this year in Vegas is a set of new Sachtler accessories. So Sachtler first time introduces a range of accessories that is following the ACE product line we launched 2 years back here in Vegas. And this includes a matte box, a follow focus, and a base plate.
What's a base plate?
A base plate is basically just to hold the rods to attach a battery or a matte box or a follow focus.
Explain this to me. What's the follow focus then?
The follow focus is basically a mechanical part that allows you to not having to touch the lens directly, but rather use a wheel and a gearbox to very accurately off the lens.
Now, you mentioned the ACE product line several times. What's the ACE product line represent?
The ACE product line is basically the entry product line from Sachtler. So we launched it, as I said, 2 years ago here in Vegas with the strategy to allow entry users the access to a premium camera support brand, which is Sachtler.
So you're still in the tripod business, and what you're trying to do now is to expand the accessories that we can attach to the camera that's already sitting on a Sachtler tripod.
Exactly.
There's any number of tripod manufacturers, not only part of the Vitek group, but also here at the show. Why should somebody even consider a Sachtler tripod?
I mean, we obviously have a long history of premium camera supports, and what we hear from customers is they decide for Sachtler because they want a reliable camera support. So, and what they can believe in Sachtler is that it's always working. So wherever they are, it doesn't matter, Sachtler always works, even after years.
There's first the support, that's the tripod, then the fluid head, which is on top of the tripod. How do we decide what head we want for the camera that we're using?
The fluid head decision comes always with the payload. So the definition for the head is based on how much weight you basically put on top. If it's a camera with a complete rig, with monitor, with viewfinder, with batteries. So the payload you put on top defines what head you use.
But cameras are getting smaller and smaller. Whether we're looking at a Blackmagic pocket camera or a Canon Mark V, they're almost microscopic. Do we even need to worry about heads at that point?
Yes, we do, because the funny thing is if you talk to old cameramen, they're always laughing about the kind of the pro videographers because they are rigging up the cameras so very much. So in the past, the cameraman would just take the camera and put it on top of the head. Today, this whole thing needs an hour because they are putting the camera there, but also all the fancy stuff like a viewfinder, like a monitor, a matte box or a base plate or a follow focus. So the amount of weight we are adding around the relatively lightweight camera is enormous.
Well, I look at companies like Red Rock Micro that have made a career out of providing accessories for cameras. Why would somebody decide to buy something new from Sachtler as opposed to one of the existing companies that's been making gear for a while?
So we had a thought about that because we are quite late in the market for accessories. But we got a strong demand from our customers saying they want to have accessories from Sachtler. So what we thought about, the only chance we have to win market share here is to come up with unique features of the accessories and a very unique price point. And we basically have both.
Okay, so what's the price point for this stuff?
So the price point, we are selling the gear separate, but also as a set. Obviously, we have a goal to always or to sell as much as possible sets, and the set price for all three products is $1,500.
Then the tripod and the head would be in addition to that.
Yes.
What else have you got in the show that you're bragging about?
Oh, we have something very innovative. We are launching here. This is a speed level clamping mechanism for our 100mm heads. So everyone that is using tripods, especially outside, knows how often they have to unscrew the fluid head to re-level the whole thing. And we thought about that and say, okay, is there any way to make this faster? especially when you have to do this 10 to 100 times a day. And we came up with a very, very nice solution from our German engineering team, which is a clamping mechanism where you just basically
you squeeze it.
you squeeze the clamp, and you can level the head immediately and release it, and it's all fixed, and your camera is stable. It's a very nice piece.
That's incredibly fast, because I remember having to do the bubble level. You still have to do the bubble level, but you don't have to unscrew stuff and screw it together and have it all shift position because you weren't paying attention.
Exactly.
How much is it? Oh, that's built into the fluid head now, isn't it?
So at some point we certainly make it a part of our 100 millimeter heads, but this is future. At the moment, this is $160 if you buy it as an accessory.
That's very cool. Where can people go on the web to learn more about the new products that Sachtler's got?
On Sachtler.com, or even better, just join us on Facebook. There's a lot of great content.
That's Sachtler, Sachtler.com. Tobias, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here.